So it's only been like 3 days, but I feel like a lot has happened. And it's not even a lot, it's just things happened. And those being, oh my god, I'm trying to go in chronological order, but I don't think I can remember everything in chronological order. So I'm just gonna wing it. So my sister and her friends arrived, and so I didn't see her the first day or the second day, I don't think. No, I saw her the second day. Or the first day she arrived? I don't know. But eventually, the day that I did get to see her, she came over and her friends stayed the night at our place. And we had a big old family get together pretty much. It felt like another holiday because we were also sort of celebrating her wedding at the same time. A little bit. Not like a lot, but a little bit. I bought a cake, stuff like that. So, you know, little bit of celebratory, yippee, congratulations sort of deal. And not everybody was here, but there was a lot of people. It was me, mom, my grandma, my dad ended up showing up later in the evening, and then my sister, my other sister, my niece, and then my sister's friends. And for a minute, like an old friend of mine was here because she works for a neighbor, and she stopped by for a minute because like we haven't interacted in a long time because we used to play sports together. And so, small town, everybody knows everybody. We grew up together type deal. Yeah. And so there was like 8 to 10 people here, and it was busy. It was busy. Yes, that was directly after uh, my last video. That was the day directly after that, and I've been consistent with going and taking care of the horse and the donkey every day, Allie and Django, until today, because the last few days have been a little hectic. That busy day, and then they stayed the night. I took my grandma home. They stayed the night. I also had to, after I took my grandma home, I had to do a little bit of shopping. From there, it was early in the morning. They left to go to my sister's house because they were going riding, trail riding on side by sides with their dad. So I was up at like 6:30 because I didn't know if it was going to be the last time I saw my sister before she left again. I had no idea, so I was like, I'm going with. And I went with, and it was also my mom babysat my niece for the whole day, and so I helped out with that. What else? Yeah, nope, just a day with my niece for the most part. from what I can remember, but it was a really long day. And oh my gosh, yeah, like we tried to take her to the park, but she would not take a nap. She was fighting for her life. She normally takes naps at around like 11. We did not get her to take a nap until we got in the car, and she finally ended up taking a nap at around like 1:30, no, 2:30 in the afternoon. From there, we tried to wake her up twice at the park because, we were like, "Hey, we're going to go to the park. You really would like we took her on a walk and everything and stuff like that. Like normally like a walk in a stroller will put her out, but no. No, 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 not the case." So, I was like, what I mean, what are we going to do now? We told her we go to the park. And she doesn't want to wake up for the park. We're here, we're at the park. I got to go to work. What are we doing? And it just got colder and windier and less pleasant outside to begin with. So from there, I really want this really fast because my hands are dry. But from there, I mom was like, "Well, let's just let her nap a little bit longer because she's really, really, really tired, and let's just go go home. You get ready for work, and then we'll meet you there." Because she knew, like, our neighbor would like to have met her. She's heard a lot about her and stuff like that, and like my niece would also like the horse. Would also like to meet Allie and Django and all like the other animals, cats, little dogs, whatnot. First thing out of her mouth when she woke up at at the farm was park. Mom told me that afterwards, and I was like, I bet you felt so bad. I knew that was exactly what was gonna happen, and I'm like, we tried. We just gotta go to another day. But I fucking hated that so much because I'm like, I don't like making false promises. I fucking hate every single time like shit changes and something falls through, and I'm like, damn, that fucking sucks. But yeah, I've been learning how to deal with change better because I used to be really, really, really bad at dealing with fucking changes. It used to fucking suck so bad. But I've gotten much better with it recently. Still working on it. Always a constant work in progress, but I feel much better about it now than I did in the past previously. But yeah, she had a good time over there meeting all the animals. And then her and mom left. I worked for about 3 hours, you know, brushed the equine, and then I did some cleaning. I cleaned for about 2 hours as well. Um, Afterwards, I went home, and oh my gosh, it was such a long day. It felt like it was two. That's why it's like so much happened because it felt like it was literally 2 days. It was one. Uh, Afterwards, I went home, and my dad was home from work at that point, so we were all just hanging out. My niece was still over there because I was like, don't leave without me. I want to come with again because I wanted to see my sister. So we hang out for a little while. She, you know, it hours pass. They got stuck. Uh, my my sisters and uh, all of them. They ended up getting stuck in a mud hole, so it took them a while to get out. And they, yeah, literally took forever to the point like it was like 10 o'clock by the time we left our house. And we tried to get her to go to sleep, and she fighting it, of course, fighting it. And by the time we finally got her like settled down, like she would not sit still. She would not sit still. She would not sit still for hours, because she knew that I was like I don't blame her. I did it as a kid too. Like been there, done that. I get it. So, but by the time we finally actually got her to like sit down and chill out, she was hanging out. She was getting just about ready to be content enough to go to sleep, and my sister's finally like, okay, you can come on over now, because they were almost home. We beat them there by like 15 minutes. I don't know how we ended up. I don't know, miscommunication or something, or I don't know. I don't know. Again, I have no idea. But yeah, that happened. And at that point, I was exhausted, and so was the kid. Everybody was just tired, and as soon as she heard we're gonna go home, like we're gonna get in the car and go home, tears, crying, sobbing, bawling, like she didn't want to go home because she knows that getting in the car, she's gonna go to sleep. What she was trying to avoid. She didn't want to leave because she was comfortable, and that was really sad. Um, yeah, but I guess that's like not even. I guess that's just like a normal kid thing. I think. I guess it's an I guess moment, but yeah, but I was also really tired, and I was also in a lot of pain because I hold all my stress in my shoulders, like all of it. And I have been stressed out waiting to hear about the results of my internship application. And I found out today. I didn't even find out yesterday, so I was increasingly stressing about it yesterday. And like my entire life, lack of sleep and being tired always affects my emotions extremely heavily. Uh, so like in the car, I'm just crying because I'm like, I don't know what's gonna happen about this internship. I really, 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 really want to get it, and I want to be able to see my sister, like, because she would be my ride to said internship, and I wanted to have more time with her, but I was just freaking the fuck out because I was like, I don't know what's gonna happen. I have no idea what's gonna happen. It was just really an exhaustive 48 hours at that point. Um, so we get there, we sit and wait for a while. They arrive. Um, I help. I go in the house with my mom, my niece, and my eldest sister, my niece's mother, and my other sister and her friend immediately take off and they go get food. And my mom's like, I'm so tired because she was up before me. She was probably up at like 3 or 4 o'clock in the morning. So she's like, I'm so tired. I want to go home. And she could tell that I had been crying, and she was like, Are you tired too? And I was kind of like in my head, I was like, I just want to see my sister, but I was like, I know I'm so tired. I'm so emotional right now and so sad and upset because I am so tired. Like, yes, those emotions were valid, but they were extremely amplified by the lack of sleep, overall sense of exhaustion and fatigue, and physical pain because stressing the fuck out and like literally like the past few days before, really just my shoulders were killing me because my shoulders are super tense almost all of the time. Almost all the time. Yeah. And so I had no idea when they were even going to be back, so mom was like, I'm so tired. I just want to go home. Are you tired? And I didn't want to say yes, but I knew that I was tired and it would be best if I just went home. She was like, "We'll just come back in the morning and see him tomorrow." And because so we ended up staying the night over there at our sister's house. And so it worked out in our favor because next morning comes, you know, feeling better. We wait for everybody to wake up, to know what exactly is going on. And from there, we go over there. We spend most of the day over there. Not most of the day, but most of the morning. We spend a couple hours over there. I play some Fortnite with the gals. We kicked ass, took names. It was fun. I haven't played Fortnite in over a year, I don't think. Like, I fucking sold my Xbox and everything. Like, I don't have anything to play shit on. Like, I mean, I could if I wanted to on my laptop, but I don't. That's the thing. I don't. So I was really, really, really just happy to be in an atmosphere full of family again and just be around my sister. I was sad that I didn't really talk to her as much as I probably wanted to, but shoulda, woulda, coulda. I didn't. That's all there is to it. Um, and then they left. They went to go do some things, whatever. My mom stayed there, and I had a dentist appointment to go to again. Uh, got my teeth cleaned. Got other appointments made, taken care of. Um, and I was like freaking the fuck out still about the internship. So I literally messaged them and I was like, hey, can you guys sort of let me know what's going on? Because I need to know if I need to leave tomorrow or not. Turns out they had all the positions filled before I even got my application turned in, and they just didn't take the fucking like application link down. And I was like, okay, cool. And they were like, you can uh, apply for our summer thing though, and like whenever we open it, and I was like, okay, noted. So I might do that. I might not. I have no fucking idea. We'll figure it out. I'm just gonna see where this shit goes because I had already came to terms with the fact that there's a possibility that I just wasn't going. And so I couldn't hedge my bets on going. I couldn't hedge everything on going. As much as I would have liked to. But I'm like, alright, I'm not going. Let's see what the fuck is up. So, got my teeth cleaned, and then this was today. Got my teeth cleaned, came home. Nope. Went over to my sister's house, got my mom, and I had just missed my sister and her friends by a couple minutes, but that'll be okay. I'll see them hopefully in a couple months. Got my mom, said hey to my family, then we left and came home. And I originally was planning on working today, but I was like, no, I'm tired. But, like, it was a mix of I'm tired and I have shit that I want to do around here. So, I did that. I made myself a little bit of dinner. And then I came up here and I cleaned my house. I did a bit of spring cleaning. Did some reorganizing, put shit away, made a bunch of room, like my bathroom being used for storage. I cleaned it up a lot cuz I have a lot of room in like on my shelves and shit like that to put stuff. And I'm trying to organize to make this place look like a home. Like it's just a house. I do not live in a home. I live in a house. It is severely underdecorated. That is always one thing that I've always been really, 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 really bad at is decorating. And like I was talking to Shelby about that, and I think there's some stuff that I've had my eyes on that I want to get, and I probably will. But oh my gosh, I'm tired. I don't know when that's gonna be. I don't know. Whenever I feel like it, really. Whenever I feel like it. But tomorrow, I have big plans. I'm gonna keep it to myself for now, I think. I'm gonna sit on it. I'm gonna sit on it a little bit longer. Um, but partially, lost that train of thought. Don't know where it was going. But anyways, what I've learned is well, not particularly exactly what I've learned, but what I've been putting more attention on is being in the present moment and focusing on like the connections and relationships around me opposed to future or past connections and relationships, if that makes sense. You know, just focusing on being and existing and acting more in the present moment opposed to like future ideas or past ideas. So I'm really just going with the flow because a lot of me really, really, really wanted to leave. Like I wanted to go. But that's not happening, so I have no other option. Like, if I really wanted to, I could just be fucking mad about it and, like, I don't know, be miserable for a while. But I know that that's not gonna help me in any way, shape, or form. So I'm going to just take it in stride because I I can deal with and overcome anything that's sent my way. And I believe that. So I know that there's even if I don't know what the fuck the reason is, there's a reason that I didn't go. Like that I didn't get the fucking internship. Even if I have absolutely no idea, it probably exists, and I may or may not find out what it is. But either way, I'm just gonna make the most of it and learn all that I can from what I lived through. Because way, the way to only really gain wisdom is through experience. Yeah. And I think that's it for this one. I don't really got much else to say. It's not going to be too busy of a week for the rest of the week, I don't think. I think things are going to go pretty smoothly from here, honestly. I mean, and even if they don't, that won't be too big of a surprise either. I kind of I'm slowly learning how to expect the unexpected, which I can't still really grasp the concept of, but I can grasp the action of it. Like it's so hard to articulate. I can't really articulate it. I can only like do it and feel it. Like I don't I don't have anything else to say about that in particular besides knowing that the only constant thing in life is change. And that I gotta get it like, I don't know, tattooed across my palm or some shit. So I can just constantly reread it and whenever I'm upset shit doesn't go my way, I just gotta go with the flow. Go with the change. Just roll with it, which is one of my favorite D&D podcasts. Shout out Just Roll With It. Um yeah. Anyways, that's it. I'll I'll be back later.